Hello, Steve White, Trekboy 89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, I just watched Star Trek Picard, Season 3, Episode 9, Vox. Well, we finally saw what was behind the red door. I did not think it was going to be the Borg. I know it was kind of obvious, but it just seemed too obvious. And I didn't want it to be the Borg because I'm a little tired of the Borg. I would like us to find new species and civilizations, not just recycle the same ones that Next Generation created 20, 30 years ago. So basically the Borg rewrote some of Picard's DNA and left remnants of them in him, which were passed on to Jack, which grew into some kind of... I don't quite know what Jack is, but what they've done is, with the Changeling's help, they have basically seeded the whole of the fleet, and they have altered the transporters, and they have been replacing the DNA of all the species that are in Starfleet, because to make things quicker, basically the transporter uses parts of DNA that is the same in each species or whatever. So they've basically taken Picard's DNA and they have replaced the regular DNA with that. So, and they've been putting it into everyone. So basically everyone has some sort of Borg in them. Now, apparently it's only people under 25 who are still developing who have been able to be assimilated, and all the older crew members weren't able to be assimilated by that technology. So basically Jack finds out through Picard, through Deanna's session, that he's part of the Borg's plan. Well, as soon as Picard tells him this, he basically takes over the security guards and leaves to find the Borg Queen to destroy her, is his intention. And Beverly and Picard can't stop him. Now, the rest of the crew, they go towards Earth because they need to interrupt the what do we call it? I keep wanting to call it like Federation Day. I can't remember what it's called. So they arrive just in time to see Admiral Shelby giving a big speech about the 250th anniversary of Captain Archer. Now, it would have been nice if they'd shown some footage of Enterprise or something, just to sort of bring them into it, since they're talking about them. That would have been interesting, but they didn't. And then the whole point of this was to show off Starfleet's newest technology, which is basically fleet synchronization. So the fleet is all online together and can act as one. That's exactly what they don't need to do right now. And as soon as they start to sync up everything, the Borg basically assimilate everyone under 25, which includes the hot lieutenant at the helm and Geordi's daughter, and Geordi's other daughter as well. So they basically start to eliminate the unassimilated. The older crew members manage to get off the bridge, and they, thanks to Geordi, work out that they can basically get off the ship using shuttles because they're not connected to the mainframe or the system or whatever. They all go to the same deck, and it's only just the main characters who get there, of course. And as they're trying to get onto the shuttle, Captain Shaw is shot, and I must admit I was cheering when he died because I hate the character, and I was really afraid that he was going to stay and the next series was going to be all about him, and I hate him. So I'm glad he died. Can't stand him. Should never have been a Starfleet captain. He never would have been a Starfleet captain with his personality and everything, so I'm glad he's dead. Oddly enough, though, I mean, he got shot when he was providing cover for the others. 7 of 9 stayed. And I'm like, why did she stay? Like, they shot the last person. He was shot and dying, but there was no one else attacking them. Why didn't they just take him with them? She just stayed for him to die. Michelle Hurd's character, Raffi, stayed with her. They both stayed while he died, and he basically said, the ship's not mine, the ship's yours, you have command, 7 of 9. and he died. And I cheered. And I'm like, why did they stay on the ship, which is assimilated? Why didn't they just jump on the next... Maybe they jumped on the next shuttle. I don't know. There's more than one shuttle in the shuttle bay, I guess. But so the rest of the crew go to the this fleet museum because Geordi's little pet project, which was the Enterprise D, because of Prime Directive, of course, they had to take all the technology off Viridian 3 or whatever it was, where the Enterprise saucer section crashed. He got a battle drive from another ship. He said the name of it, I can't remember. And he's basically been rebuilding the ship, and it was basically ready to go. He was doing it as a surprise, I guess, for I don't know if it was Fleet Day or if he was doing it for Picard or whatever, or just for the museum. But the ship is analog. It's the only functional ship that is not attached to the rest of the fleet, so they're able to use it to fight back. So of course they arrive on the shuttle, they see the Enterprise, they see it light up. It's very much like the scene from Star Trek 4 where the Enterprise gets the Enterprise A. They go on, and the shot of them in the elevator, I was, oh my god, I'm like, wow. And then, of course, they walk on, the bridge lights up, and Picard, he has a great line. He's like, it wasn't until right now, all of you here, I realised what I really missed, carpet. Because I think that was the last ship that had carpet. All the other ships have not had carpet and not had good lighting. So, yeah, it's great to have them back on the bridge and have it lit like the original bridge, which is what they should have done with the original Enterprise, with Strange New Worlds and everything, but okay. So that's it. Basically, they are going to somehow save the whole of Starfleet, which has all been synchronized and assimilated. The Starfleet has been assimilated, and they are all, I think they're about to destroy the space station around Earth and the planetary defense systems and everything. And I'm like, why would you do that? You just like assimilated Earth. Wouldn't you want to keep it at like peak condition because now it's something you own? Like, why do you destroy it? I don't know. But probably the other thing I probably should have mentioned was when Jack does find the Borg Queen, he finds a cube. He somehow works out how to find the Borg Queen, and it is the Borg Queen. It's Alice Krieg. She has come back. We don't see her face in this episode. We see her back. I'm guessing it's her in full makeup, and they filmed a bunch of sequences with her, and we're just seeing some of it. But she was in the credits. I thought it was her. I'm really glad to see her back. It's annoying that they've gone backwards and forwards between actors, and why on earth they didn't just have her last season, I don't know. But they've got her back, and he just stands there. He wants to destroy her, but as she said, if you could have destroyed me, you would have. And he basically just screams in frustration, and then he's, I guess, assimilated. I'm not exactly sure what Jack is and what's going to happen. She refers to him as her flesh, her child. Yeah, so I'm not sure where they're going with Jack and how this is going to work. I don't know how they're going to end all this in one episode. My understanding is the last episode is an hour long, roughly. So how they're going to resolve all of this in one episode. But I guess it's the old, because the whole fleet has been assimilated in the Borg, if you can destroy the Borg, you destroy all the Borg. So much like when they put the Borg to sleep in Best of Both Worlds, it will be a fleet-wide thing. They've got to find a way to do it, and then they have to basically remove all the altered DNA from all the people of the Federation, particularly the ones under 25 who are being affected by it. But yeah, so I don't know, part of me was like, not the Borg again. Part of me was like, well, they've really made an interesting use of it. It's not just the Borg being the Borg like normal. They found a different way to really get under the Federation's skin. And I mentioned they killed Admiral Shelby. They shot her on the bridge, live on air. It was great to see her come back. Sad to see her go. But yeah, it was amazing to see all the ships as well. To see the Enterprise D light up and fly out of Doc 12 or whatever it was, and yeah, go to warp again, and just it was interesting. But yeah, I'm really wondering how they're going to get this resolved in one episode, and I had to watch this through other means because I'm in Australia and they haven't put the episode up in Australia yet, and unfortunately I saw someone posted a picture of Data sitting at the bridge of sitting at the console on the bridge of the D, and I'm like, oh, great, they ruined that. The D does appear, and now I bet it's available, and I better check and watch it now. 'Cause the more I wait, the more it's going to be ruined. So I saw it, and this is the second episode I haven't watched on Paramount Plus, even though I'm paying for it because of the delay. So yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I really do want to see how they resolve this. Bit mixed feelings about the Borg, but they've made a good use of them.